So Jeremy Swayman had a recent podcast appearance, and he had an interesting quote. Let me read it here. If you were to ask me the same question a year ago, I would answer it truthfully, and I would say it's scary, and it's a lot of resentment towards people that want you to succeed, and when you're not getting compensated for your endless efforts and what you do best, it's a nerve-wracking feeling because it's your family that you are fighting for. The answer I'm going to give you this year is that I've educated myself. I understand the business side of it, and it's given me a completely new mindset of understanding the business and how to react to it. I understand the cap is going up and where it will be in years. I understand my comparables, and I can't ruin the goalie market for other players that are coming on down the line. I went to the School of Business at the University of Maine, so I understand it, and I love it. I'm doing classes at Stanford right now through the NHLPA for business. I understand that these experiences that I'm having now are going to help me post-career when I want to be a businessman and when I want to talk about serious stuff. Well, yeah. Seems like Swayman is all about the Benjamins, baby. So are the rumors of Swayman asking for $10 million true? Well, with quotes like that, it's definitely not dissuading them in any way, shape, or form. The one thing I would say to Swayman directly, considering you're having people in this country struggle and living paycheck to paycheck, barely getting by, I mean, heck, some people not even getting by. It's your family that you're fighting for. We're not talking about you making a living wage. We're talking about you making either $6 million to $10 million per year. And yes, that is a big difference, but probably could have used a little bit better verbiage there. The Bruins put themselves in this situation. They ended up trading Ullmark. They did not reach an extension with Swayman way before this. And I do understand there was cap constraints with how much they could do, and now they have a little bit more room to play with. But when you dealt Ullmark, you got rid of all your bargaining power, and when them agreeing not to go into arbitration, it's pretty much Swayman's way or the highway. Do I think he's a $10 million goalie? No, I don't. And it's not that I don't believe he can play to this caliber as some of those goalies like the Carey Prices, the Sergei Bobrovsky, but even with those top elite goalies, a lot of those contracts have aged relatively poorly. Bob has had a great turnaround with the Panthers, but let's not forget there was a few rough patches, and Carey Price, unfortunately, he got injured, so he wasn't able to see out the rest of his deal. When you offer a goalie that much money, there is significant risk because goaltender is one of those positions that they can either sustain success for a long time, or they'll be elite and then just drop off the map at some point in time. I think Swayman is one of the elite goalies in the NHL. This is not what I'm arguing here, but I think it would be a massive mistake for the Bruins to pay him $10 million. Am I mad at Swayman for it? Absolutely not. I understand it from the player perspective. This whole idea that your players are going to take a discount to stay just because it's in Boston, I think is ludicrous. A lot of Bruins fans got spoiled due to Marchand and Bergeron, but those rare cases aside, a player is going to maximize his value and try to get as much money as he possibly can. Maybe this turns into a tactic where Swayman probably gets around $8.5 million. They'll meet somewhere in the middle. But as a Bruins fan, you can't be surprised that you're having these issues when you traded Ullmark to the Senators for a worse goalie, and you didn't save that much cap. You got rid of all your bargaining power when Ullmark is gone. Swayman knows he's the number one. He knows the Bruins need him. But I'd like to know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Do you think Jeremy Swayman is a $10 million goalie? Let me know your thoughts. I'm Captain Paul. I'll see you in the next one.